Selam dostlar, Heavy TV ekranlarına hepiniz hoş geldiniz. 8. bölümden Forbidden West maceramıza devam. En doğudayız, batıya doğru ilerliyoruz. Adı üstünde Forbidden West. Yasaklı batıya doğru ilerliyoruz. Bu şehri halletmiştik. Burada şehri hallettik. Şimdi şuradan artık batıya doğru gitmeye devam edeceğiz. Şurada konuşmamız gereken bir kişi vardı. Evet dostlar, başlayalım. Kanalımıza abone olmamışsanız da abone olmanızı rica ederiz arkadaşlar. Gayretli vadis.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
Ya ama çok konuştun ha. Vır vır vır vır.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Hadi bakalım. Çap çap. Ney? Hadi.
Well, now that that's done.
Hadi bakalım. Şimdi toplantıya. Yetenek puanı geldi. Hemen verelim. Pasif mi bunlar? Daha hızlı cesaret. Ve şu diğerini yapalım. Pasif. Odaklanma daha hızlı yenilenir. Şunu açacağım ya, o yüzden. Cesaret patlaması. Tamamdır.
If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades.
Kesin bulursun, evet.
Maybe even a guy a backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the dance some more first.
Akar Vadi'yi bir gezebilirim. Aa, Petra da var değil mi burada? Aa evet, bak Petra'da bir içecektik. Bak gene burada bir sürü ünlemler ortaya çıktı. Petra'yla bir içelim ya. Nerede bizim Petra? Burada mı?
Aloy.
Selam.
About that brew?
Hadi gel.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again.
Evet.
But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends.
Herkes bir
Anyway,
agresif ya.
right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Yeah, I saw. They won't let anyone up the old trailhead southwest of here.
And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched
Evet, yolu
ritual.
kapatmışlardı. Geçen
Something
bölümde
about finding the
geçememiştim.
Twilight Path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
Olabilir. sohbet edelim bakalım.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks.
O adamla ilgili bir şey
They
var.
just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people.
Bunun
But
sayesinde.
bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there was some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in
yaparım.
the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
Biraz çalışalım da bakalım daha sonra.
Grab my ear if you nail it down.
Sen burada
Thought
peki
you'd
ne
be back in
arıyorsun?
Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
Ulun.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Evet. Yasal bir şey bekliyor.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first,
Kazan,
and by
peki.
awesome law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Holland.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Olvind?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Tolland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Yani biz de ondan önce o zaman gitmemiz lazım.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that.
Vallahi
Figures if he keeps up
neleri
the
düşmüş
pressure,
ya.
eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them
Hadi
to
bakayım.
leave.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Tallinn making it rougher.
Oradaki enkazı bir bulalım bakalım.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Holland. Kesin dükkanı varmış burada. Tamam. Başka.
Keep you going on your travels.
Bir bakalım. Daha bu kasabadan çıkamadık ya. Hey dostum.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where were we?
Nereye karıştırıyorsunuz?
So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
Lan. Korktum ha.
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a strider sky high. Boom, boom. One shot.
Sıra
kill.
upgrade mi?
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first
Bombacı.
machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Hakikaten bu
Are you
kişisiniz ya.
from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh.
Babaları kızmış.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better.
Beden ne istiyorsun?
Explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters,
Gel
I'll need
parçaları.
charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
Kök
There's
polisi
a mean one
kaburgası.
east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Tamam.
You must be...
Oyuncuları toplayacağız. İşimiz çok. Karca kampına gideceğiz. Tamam. Bir Toland'ın dükkanı varmış burada. Bir de oraya doğru gideceğiz. Az önce gittiğimiz kamp vardı ya işte. Oraya bir daha gideceğiz. Daha doğrusu bir önceki bölümde gittiğimiz kamp, beni almayanlar vardı ya. Oraya gideceğiz. Ama önce bir Torrent'la bir konuşayım bakayım. Nerede dükkanı?
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with a harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself.
Öldürmüş.
It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to carja lovers. On your blasted way.
Artist ya. Tamam. Kampa gideceğiz abi, ne yapalım? Yapacak bir şey yok yani. Bu neydi? Ha, o şef mef olayı. Şurada bir oyunuz da bulabilirim bak. Bu daha yakın. Hangisi yakın? Fark etmez, ikisi de yakın. Bir boynuz almaya gidelim bakalım.
I could get around faster if I had a charger to override.
Şimdi ama öldürmeden al demişti bana. Nasıl yapacağız onu? Dur bakalım. Bunları tüketirsem biraz bonus alacağım değil mi? Şuraya bir çıkayım da.
I'll dry off.
Envanterde ne var yemeklerde? Alet, cephane, kaynak. Yok mu yemek? Hakikaten yemek nerede?
Eventually.
Şurada mı? Yahni var burada mesela. Bunu yersem bonus alıyorum, evet. Tamam. Ne oluyor lan? Çakalın orada olduğunu görmemiştim valla. Aha.
Spotted. There's the fanghorn. Then I have to take it down to get its rib.
Kaburgasını alacak mı onları? Gel bakayım oraya. Cephanem yok. Hop. Pis vuruyor.
Still in this fight.
Buraya gel. Çak 42.
Should be able to flex its rib. Got the fanghorn rib.
Kaburgayı
and I just
aldım.
need the charger horns.
Tamam. Hücumcu boynuzu. Onu nasıl alacağım acaba? He, onu diğer taraftan alacağım değil mi? Tamam. Biraz canım azaldı. Takılıyorum şu an ya serbest dünyada. Daha batıya gidemedik henüz.
Let's turn into something tasty. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet so we don't spook the herd.
Dur yavaş o zaman. Ürkütmemem lazım ha. Dur, toplayayım da. Arkadan üçgene bas diyor. Ekle. Bu mu olay? Ops. Niye? Oğlum gitsene. Lan. Vur şuna vur. Arkadaşım şimdi öleceğim ya.
I'm back in layers in this part.
Üçüncü binek. Üçüncü boynuzu toplayacağım da.
Was taken. Got it from here.
Bunun boynuzunu nasıl alacağım? İlla öldürmem mi lazım yani? Ne yapıyorsun? Çok vuruyor bu arada ya.
Shoot up the wings. Time to try again.
Boynuzlarını koparamadım diyor. He, yerdeyken onu halledeceğim. Anladım. Stunlayacağım ya onu ya. Yerdeyken boynuzlarını koparacağım. Evet. İşte bu. Tamam, bu kadar. Boynuzuna vurunca boynuzu aşağı uçuyor. Olay bu. Bir daha gördü beni bu arada. Neredesin? Şu mu? Boynuzundan vuracağım seni. Tamam.
Got everything I need for Dell and Boomer. Now, let's see about that weapon first.
Boynuzlarını bulduk. Bir tane daha vardı boynuzu. O nereye düştü? Şurada. Yakın mı? Yakın ya.
Well, that's not.
Alın bakayım. Verin bakayım bana şu güzel bir silah bu. Bomba falan.
You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks.
Ne oldu?
Hi.
Niye
So did you
bakıyor?
blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it
Hızlı atacağım. Patlayacak mı onlar yani?
Can I have one? No.
Because we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Patlatıcı ya. Kazık fırlatıcı. Yavaş atış hızına sahip. Güzel. Bir yetenek puanı daha. Böyle böyle seviye atıyoruz. Böyle iyi oluyor. Ok atar. 8 kısa ok at diyor. Yayın patlaması. Senden var yo az önceki işte. Tamam. Bizim olay da burada. Şimdi. Gideceğiz o karcanın şimdi olduğu yere. Fotoğrafı daha bulamadık onu. Şimdi şunu etkinleştireceğim. Hadi bakalım. Burada canı biraz azalmış ya. 10 metal harcıyormuş. Gel bakalım. Haydi. Koş. Buraları hallettim. Buradan doğruydu değil mi? Koş. Yukarıdan gideceğim de az bekleyelim bakalım. Buradan mıydı? Evet.
People are under attack.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help?
Bana vur. Vur. Değil mi dedim? Şey öldü ya.
Get to safety! I'll handle the rest!
Daha adam var.
Go, Lakasha. I'll help the Nora.
Gel.
I'm not giving up.
Buradan mıydı senden? Yattın mı aşağı? Adı Luf'muş bu arada şunun.
That's the last of them. Better check on the refugees.
Şimdi sığınmacılar nerede? İyi. Bayağı malzeme de geldi bu arada. Ha bak orada tuzak da var.
Well, don't have to worry about running out.
Bayağı malzeme var burada. Altın çiçek. Maksat malzemeler işte.
Lie still.
Sorun yok.
Defended the order bravely.
Tarikatımız.
Is it bad, Lokasha?
Shh, now. Everything will be fine.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried. Our order will live to see another day.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as
Garibana
soon
benziyor ama
as
işte
our
milletin,
sun-priest
hani o
returns,
milletin geçmesine
our
izin
path
vermiyor.
will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chainscrape. Yes. We know of it. Savohar says it's not suitable for us.
Evet, bence de valla.
Our sun priest. Our order has made it this far thanks to his guiding light.
Okay, and where is this Savohar?
He went up to the tower to meditate 3 days ago, and he won't come down until the sun shows him the way to our new home. The following
Evet, ben de o
storm
kuleye
bird is
çıkacaktım
an
hatta.
omen, he said.
Çıkamamıştım.
And of course, it must be.
Düşen fırtına kuşunun alamet olduğunu söyledi.
How long do you plan on waiting for him?
Ha.
Until he returns. He will return. He must.
Acaba ne oldu orada? Orada mı kaldı?
You're
Tarikatınız
Shadow
kim bakalım?
Carja, aren't you?
We are the Order of Twilight.
The difference being...
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Carja in shadow to Sunfall. Our lives there were difficult. Savohar saw our misery, lifted us up, protected us from the corrupt priests and heartless kestrels. When their rule ended, Savohar led us from the Shadowlands. The long night ends, and the setting sun will lead us to salvation, he said.
Bunlar iyice bir
And so
tarikat
he
ya.
named us the Order of Twilight. We journeyed west in search of a better life.
Why didn't you go back to Meridian?
Avad is a patricide. We will not kneel to the likes of him. We must walk in twilight to our new home. Savohar will lead us there.
Uh-huh.
Savohar burası buranın tarikat lideri.
Your priest, Savohar. You said he's been up there 3 days?
His meditation can't
Ölmüş
be
olabilir
rushed.
valla ya.
So he does this often? Meditating for days on end?
Well, it doesn't usually take this long. But he will guide us through.
Benim oraya bir bakmam lazım ya.
We have faith.
Sure. But shelter looks like a more pressing concern. There's an Oseram in Chainscrape, Tolland. He wants the Stormbird up there.
Yes. He was here just yesterday. A very unpleasant man, even by Oseram standards.
Tehditkar
He
falan bir de.
made all manner of threats. But we will not be intimidated.
That's all well and good, but he's got friends. Sooner or later, his whole gang will show up.
Savohar will come through. He always does. We just need to give him more time.
You're out of time, Lakasha. You need to consider packing up and...
We won't leave him. And we
Tamam
won't
onu
let
ben
others
bulacağım.
disrupt his
Bulacağım
meditation.
ama sonra gidin ya. Bak yoksa burada katliam çıkacak bak.
Look at yourselves. Those machines nearly wiped you out. And Oseram thugs are watching you, just waiting to strike. You're in danger here. You need to grab Savohar and get out.
Our situation. This is the worst we've endured. I know we cannot stay here, but without Savohar to guide us, I don't...
Let me up there. And I'll convince him it's time to move on.
But his meditation... If he hasn't received his vision, he won't follow.
At least let me check on him. If he's been up there for days.
Yes.
Yes, that is sensible, I suppose.
Demek onu bekliyormuş.
Be careful. The trail up to the tower is falling apart. Savohar is strong, but it could not have been an easy climb.
It rarely is.
Let the Nora pass.
Onunla uğraşacağız. Savohar'ı bulalım bakalım. Size kayıt. Bakalım. Buradan gidiş yok ya. Kuleye nasıl çıkacağız şimdi?
Looks like I should head up.
Şuradan. Merdivenin kilitleri okla vurarak açılabilir diyor. Tut şu ipi. Allah Allah. Şunu diyordu bu arada değil mi o? Buymuş. Şu şekilde çıktım ama neyse. Hadi bakalım. Savohar neredesin? Meditasyona çıkmış güya ama bence başka bir şey var burada.
Part of the ladder. Okasha was right. The trail's in bad shape. This looks recent. Must have broken off when Savohar climbed up here.
Şöyle çıkabilirim. Çıkarken kopmuş ama. Vallahi düşmüş veya yaralanmış olabilir ha.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
Acı yaprak falan.
I think I can reach those beams if I jump against the cliff.
Şöyle. Vallahi umarım meditasyon yapıyorsundur ama sanmıyorum vallahi.
Ladder must have broken off after Savohar passed through.
Dönememiş böyle
Need to
işte.
find another way up.
Dönememiş işte. Çıkarken çıkmış ama sonra orada kalmış. Muhtemelen yukarıda kalmış yani. Bir daha inememiş.
I might be able to make the jump to the other side.
Hop. Köprü de yıkılmış.
That's a lot of blood. Savohar's?
Allah Allah. Burada bir yerde herhalde
He must have hurt himself pretty bad getting over the bridge.
köprüden geçerken yaralanmış. Bu adam aç falandır ha.
It looks like he left a trail. There's the stormbird. Getting closer. Machines. Savohar must have snuck past them. I could probably slip past them. Or take them out.
Burası dağ bayır. Gizli gizli geçeriz işte aralarında. Bakalım bir. Burada böyle yapabiliriz. Neyse dostlar, burada biz aramızı verelim. Birazcık yoruldum ya. Yoruldum. Bu bölüm burada ara verilsin. Diğer bölümde Savohar'ı bulmaya doğru çalışacağız. Bakalım nerelere gitmiş. kanamış. En son onu gördük. Bakalım. Diğer bölümde tekrar buluşuyoruz. Heavy TV kanalımıza abone olmayı ve videomuzu beğenmeyi de unutmayın arkadaşlar. Şimdi hoşçakalın.
Oyunumuzun bu bölümü sona erdi. Heavy TV kanalına abone olmak için sol taraftaki simgeyi, devam bölümünü izlemek için ise sağ taraftaki simgeyi tıklayabilirsiniz. Şimdilik görüşmek üzere.